Inside a small shop, sudden tremors sent merchandise crashing to the floor, forcing the terrified owner to flee the building in panic. On a busy roadway, a speeding vehicle cut across a turning car and narrowly missed a motorcyclist, leaving everyone shaken by the near disaster. During a controlled demolition, an excavator tore through the front half of a building, sending clouds of dust rising into the air like a storm. On a snowy roadside, an entire structure collapsed without warning, its walls crashing down as stunned bystanders froze in disbelief. Near a quiet home in a snowy neighborhood, a falling tree branch smashed onto a parked car, crushing its roof in an instant. High in a mountainous region, sections of land and rock gave way, tumbling downward and reshaping the slope within seconds. Inside a mechanic's shop, a car suddenly tipped over in front of workers, flipping onto its side as shocked faces watched in horror. In a parking lot battered by fierce winds, heavy debris collapsed onto car shelters, flattening them under extreme pressure. Near a commercial building, a car stopped abruptly and was struck from behind by a bus, sending it crashing straight into the wall. From a rooftop, a massive wave of snow slid off and narrowly missed a passing pedestrian, creating a shocking close call. Along a city street, violent gusts ripped apart parked car shelters, scattering wreckage and leaving chaos behind. Across an urban area, a powerful windstorm combined with lightning and rain, tearing apart structures and creating a scene of destruction. On a mountain road coated in ice and foam, a moving car struggled through the frozen surface in a scene that looked dangerously unreal. Below a tall building, A window suddenly exploded outward, showering glass as people beneath it jumped back in fear. Inside a room, a curious cat spotted a camera and cautiously moved closer, studying the strange object like an investigator. Along a roadside, an aggressive cow chased pedestrians, turning the street into a frantic escape scene. From a table indoors, and lead light dropped to the floor as a stunned man stared in total confusion. Inside a house, a woman shut off a player's game without warning, leaving him frozen in visible disappointment. Stepping outside his home, a man froze after spotting an unexpected animal standing directly in front of him.
Oh my God, dude. Come on, man.
Inside a home, a man accidentally shattered a vase and stood frozen in shock before a woman. Entering a house suddenly, a man startled a woman at work while the family dog greeted him with joy. At a front porch, a delivery worker was chased by a dog and fled straight back into his van. Inside a house, a cat suddenly attacked a woman, forcing her to run away in fear. In a living room, a dog jumped onto a boy sitting on a couch, then turned the moment into playful chaos.
Did he just kick you?
That was you. Wait, why did you hit me so hard? Wait, I'm going on the ring.
Outside a home, a dog charged toward a child, sending the child sprinting indoors to escape. On a street lined with buildings, a truck drifted dramatically before reversing into a structure to park. In a snowy area, a man jumped back after a bird flew toward him, leaving him visibly shaken.
Holy!
On a frozen pipe, poured water instantly turned to ice, demonstrating extreme cold in real time. From overhead wires, packed snow suddenly dropped to the ground in thick sheets.
You were fine, didn't you? Why with the camera?
On an indoor staircase, a man slipped while descending and landed hard, staring in disbelief at what just happened. During a gaming session, smoke appeared to rise from a man's head, creating a bizarre and shocking illusion. In a snowy district, snow slid from a rooftop and crashed down in front of watching pedestrians. On a tree branch, a rare white raccoon appeared beside a normal raccoon, creating a scene almost too unusual to believe. Beside a boat in the ocean, countless fish leap from the water as people rush to catch them in excitement.
Unbelievable. Check out the car. Hang on, I get it.
On a sandy beach, hundreds of tiny spiders emerged, marched toward the water, then vanished back into the sand. Beneath the water's surface, a small fish swam directly in front of a man, giving him a close-up view of underwater life.
Say hi.
Balanced on a woman's finger, a tiny spider lifted its legs toward the camera, turning fear into laughter.
Ow.
Inside a bowling alley, a boy accidentally scored a goal and stared at the result in complete surprise. Across the ground, a glowing crab moved alongside another crab, carrying a strange light as amazed people watched. CCTV footage captures two cows brawling along a busy street before one storms into a shop, sending food flying across the floor as the stunned owner watches in disbelief. Triumphant angler reels in an enormous catch from his board, marking an impressive moment on open waters. Snow suddenly crashes down from a tree onto an unsuspecting child, triggering panic as he dashes back toward his startled parents. Mysterious objects on a plate begin glowing like tiny electric currents when moved, creating a rare and almost surreal spectacle. Heartwarming scene unfolds as squirrels gather fearlessly around a worker, offering them food, surrounding him in a rare display of trust. Seaside lunch turns chaotic when bold birds swoop in, snatch food straight from a man's hands, and leave him staring in quiet disappointment. Out-of-control vehicle barrels into the front of a building, crushing everything in its path before the shaken driver steps away from the wreckage. Massive bundle of dry grass tumbles from a moving truck, landing dangerously close to a pedestrian as surrounding traffic slows in shock. Playful sparring between two horses takes a wild turn when one slips and smashes through a front gate before bolting away. Boats full of spectators witness countless fish launching themselves out of the ocean near the beach in a breathtaking natural frenzy. Biker is thrown onto the road and nearly slips beneath a car's tire, only to be spared by the driver's split-second life-saving reaction. High-speed crash erupts outside a building, leaving the vehicle mangled as stunned bystanders freeze in disbelief. Sky transforms into living art as birds swirl together in a perfectly synchronized circular formation. Tiny insects writhe in strange synchronized patterns inside a bucket. Warehouse floor suddenly ignites with flames and smoke as a hidden gas leak erupts from beneath the ground. Powerful tornado touches down in an open field, while sunlight pierces through its dark funnel, creating an awe-inspiring yet terrifying contrast in the sky.
Olha aqui, olha aqui. Olha lá. Antigamente o pessoal falava que como é que chamava isso aí? Puxava um pouquinho. Maiando água num pedacinho só, que é o resto lá. Ó.
Container bursts open to release an intense wave of blue fire, creating a dramatic and dangerous blaze.
Shiva!
Swarm of small insects leaps repeatedly beneath a large object, desperately attempting to cling to its surface.
是那个奇数的那个种子。
Dozens of floating ice disks drift across snowy waters, forming a rare and almost hypnotic frozen landscape.
Aquatic，谁还都下来了喂？
Fish slices through the water and smashes into floating ice, shattering it into fragments with surprising force. Celebration turns startling when a balloon explodes directly in a child's face, leaving him frozen in shock.
이게 뭐야? 이게 뭐예요? 이게 뭐야?
Electric shock jolts a woman painting her wall, capturing a frightening moment of sudden current. Man carrying food slips on snowy stairs, sending the meal scattering across the ground in a painfully disappointing fall.
Yeah, I don't want to have a mattress. Hey, it's gonna pop out. Careful.
Ceiling fan sparks violently when plugged in, short-circuiting the house lights as the man recoils in alarm. Object suddenly springs open in a boy's hands and smacks him in the face, capturing his instant shock.
Please tell me this video is on.
Ladder mishap unfolds outside a building as a man loses balance but miraculously prevents a serious fall.
Tell the boys what this is.
Calm indoor moment erupts when a frog leaps from a woman's hands straight toward the camera, triggering pure shock. Dog playfully startles a man outside his house, turning the scare into laughter moments later. Stack of bottles tumbles down the stairs onto a man hauling them upward, knocking him flat as a woman watches in horror. Rider crashes to the ground mid-ride as the startled horse bolts away without him. Goat charges headfirst into a man, forcing him to sprint away while the rest of the herd looks on.
Run.
Pole spin ends painfully as a woman loses grip and slams hard onto the floor. Indoor play nearly turns tragic when an object crashes down near a child, prompting gasps from those nearby. Toddler teeters off a couch, but is caught just in time by his father, sparing a terrifying fall. Child stumbles on the stairs outside, only to be rescued at the last second by a quick-moving parent. Snowboard suddenly shoots off and flies toward another rider on a chairlift. Attempt to grab a speaker turns disastrous as an LED television is yanked down and crashes to the floor. Violent windstorms snaps trees in front of buildings, demonstrating nature's raw and destructive force. Circular rainbow forms high above mountainous terrain, stunning observers watching from a helicopter. Small rainbow mysteriously formed from water leaking onto the street, leaving passing drivers stunned by the unexpected splash of color. Fish snatched the bait and vanished in seconds with lightning speed, leaving nothing but ripples behind.
What was that?
Rare fish glided beneath the surface, its unusual form turning the underwater world into a living spectacle. Brilliant multicolored rainbow arcs across a snowy landscape, shining vividly against the bright sky. Cluster of rare insects crawled along a mountain house railing, creating an oddly mesmerizing natural procession. Massive swarm of tiny bugs blanketed the area, shocking onlookers with the sheer scale of the movement. Dozens of birds lined the pole above the building before erupting into synchronized flight in a dramatic burst. Raccoons stormed into the building, tore through the room in chaotic fashion, and disappeared as quickly as it arrived. What appeared to be birds in the sky revealed itself as insects tangled across webs, creating a stunning optical illusion.
Passar aqui por baixo, você vê. Vai com eu, ó. Ixi. Ó, lá mexendo, ó. Muita chuva e olha o tempo aí, ó.
School of fish drifted gracefully underwater, forming a breathtaking aquatic display. 3 giant fish advanced through a sea of smaller ones that parted respectfully to clear their path.